Yo, what's going on guys? My name is Matthew and welcome back to the channel. We're back here once again, back at the Crail drag strip for the Banzai event, sponsored by Baytech Performance. Sounds like something's up with that. I thought something was up with that I thought something was up with that E46, but no. There's an R33 up there. I want to see that. I want to see that going around, so I think we'll await on it. Beans, 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 beans. It does sound like something's up with that E46, but the last time I was here, if you guys can recall, I was here for the No Guts, No Glory event, and that was a little bit of a disappointment because there wasn't much here. And looking at up there, at least from down here, it doesn't look like much up here. I hope you guys can hear me over the sound of the wind, but I do hope that there is some stuff up there and we get much better content, much better footage than we did last year. No, not last year, just a few months back. Last time we were here. I came back to this because, well, last year when I was here at this show was much better actually than No Guts, No Glory this year. That's the here we go again. Going wrong. That's the R33 4-door, the R-Tech. Alright. It's now in Forza Horizon 6, and there we go. Like, I've not seen to it in Horizon 6 yet, but I hear it's a bit of a letdown in the game, mainly because there's not a lot of customization options for it. And apparently also here you can't really get it that low, which is unfortunate. so it's definitely nowhere near as spectacular as the drifting at Crail, not Crail. It's definitely not, what the? Alright, somebody just turned up at the quad bike. Alright. Kind of random. But there doesn't seem to be much happening at this drift pad right now. It's definitely not as good as Driftland, so I think with that we're gonna now make our way down to the strip of the show and shine section and see what there is. And also, I have to say as well, there's this one guy who's been messaging me on my Instagram constantly, like saying like, oh, have you featured my my Red Bath? And well, I'm not going to mention any names, but shout out to that guy, and you know who you are, hopefully. If you are here, hopefully, well, I don't know if you're here, hopefully you are, and if you are, then I will feature your car here this time, I promise you that, if you are here. So let's now get down to the strip and see what there is. Yes, indeed. It's Type R. Sweet. Some of this could be more show cars arriving. I mean, it is only just after 10 o'clock, so the track, the gates open at 8, and the whole like track stuff began at 10, so it is just shortly after 10, so there might still be more show cars coming. But let's now get down to the strip and see what there is. That's another Subaru going into the show and shine, so there will be more coming later. Looking in there, again, there doesn't look to be a lot in there, like, just exactly like No Guts, No Glory at the moment, but by the fact that there's a Subaru turning up, there might be more coming later. So I think right now we'll go and explore the car park right now and see what there is in the car park for right now. That is until I watch this we get told off by one of the guys that we can't be walking around here. I thought that was in the Bath, was it 124 or something, whatever it is. A nice Mark II RS. Mark II ST, in which, stay tuned, because maybe at some point soon a new car is going to come. I don't know when it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, but stay tuned, and it could be one of these. It could be. I'm not going to say anything, but it could. Just keep a lookout for that. It's a rather interesting colour choice for Golf. You never see these things in this kind of orange. Nice Fox wheels, it seems. What are these? I've never heard of these kind of wheels. What are they? I don't know. Nice clear tail lights, and of course as well I've also got to shout out Adam C, who had recently just came out with a video announcing that that he's got a wee bit of cancer. So I mean, it's not too serious. I mean, it's just like Jeremy Clarkson. So I think Adam's is a little bit more serious, but it's nothing too bad. So Big respects to you, Adam. Shout out. You'll pull through this one, mate. I know you will. Shout out to the one guy that inspired me to do all this. So once again, completely empty field. Cut to last year, this exact show, and this entire field was mobbed with cars, and now, I don't know, something must be going on for there to be not that many cars here anymore. And the crowds as well. I mean, look at the crowd. There's not a lot of people here versus like cut to back when I think it was either 2006 or 2005, something like that, when Fire Force 1 and the Pyromaniac was here. And look at the crowds there. That was tons and tons of people there. Versus now, like, it's practically dead. Though there is a little bit more coming in, like a 180 and a Miata, so maybe there will be more coming in later. Sorry. It's alright. Those look nice and yellow, that. I rather like that in yellow. Kind of suits in orange as well. That is meant that. So I'm going to tell you something else as well. Something that you'll find kind of funny is that I was in Blackpool recently, right? Not for anything car related, just like sort of like family related trip and that, right? And there was a store, and guess what it had in it? A Peel Trident. Yep. Apparently I've seen, according to Google, it's saying that there's about what, only 12 of them. There's only about what, 12 of them that exist in Britain right now, so that's like super rare. The skyline, I think this might be it. I think this might be a thumbnail spot. Given everything that's here, I think this might be thumbnail spot. Oh, looks like I just seen some, what looks like some traffic police that turned up to this kind of event. That doesn't sound that good. The traffic police being here, not the cars that are just on the strip there. And in honour of Adam C, on today's episode on What's Inside Your Car, on this week's episode, a conniving cat. It seems like we've got quite an interesting, well, it's a 180SX, but with the S13 front end, and we know what that is, huh? That means it's converted to a Sil 80, half Sylvia, half 180. And as well, a nice subtle bolt-on wide body panel. And this rear wing, I really like that rear wing. That is smart. And some parcel shelf speaker setup. Sitting on some nice bowlers. I think they're bowlers, they look like bowlers. Some gauges on the A-pillar and a rather rare, what looks like a cup holder, which in Japanese cars is quite a rare thing to see apparently. Unfortunately, it seems to be relatively everything that's here, unfortunately. There's really nothing else in the show and shine section, so it does seem that like that the events at Crail are definitely dying down a bit to some degree. Hopefully it doesn't die down completely and it gets some more response going, but I think for now we'll go and grab my crane and spend some time at trackside.